Inside the Show with Justin Allegri.
The weekend is almost here and some great series are ahead, but before we get there, we'll go back to Thursday's action to see how it shook out. Starting in the AL West, the Angels did battle with the A's in the East Bay, and it was the Athletics who came out on top. The final score was 12.
Inside the Show with Justin Allegri.
Hello, baseball fans. Before Thursday's action gets kicked off, let's recap what went down around the league on Wednesday. Starting out west in the American League, the Texas Rangers paid visit to Minute Maid Park to do battle with the Stros.
We've got baseball coming up under the dome tonight in St. Pete. It's the Rangers and the Rays. Next. Thursday night baseball set to come your way from Tropicana Field in St. Petersburg. Tonight, the first of this four-game weekend set between the Rangers and the Tampa Bay Rays. With that, we say hello again, everybody. Welcome to Rangers Baseball. Matt Vasgersian here with play-by-play. Alongside me are Eric Karros and Steve Lyons. And Steve, a good matchup on the mound here in this opener.
Well, if you look at both of these guys, neither one of them have been a shutdown type of guy so far this season. The ERAs, it's always a dead giveaway. They're up, and I think each have to avoid the unnecessary stuff. The wild pitches, the walks, the hit batsmen. Those things have a tendency to really add up on you, and they can sink.
Time to move ahead to the top of inning number 7. Here comes a 1-2. Now here's a shot toward the gap in left center, and they're not going to run this one down. This should be extra bases to start the inning. Beltre around first. He'll head for second here. And he will pull in here with a leadoff double.
Well, it's never an easy task to have to start an inning by going through the 3, 4, 5 guys. And obviously, no exception here because he drills this ball, and he's going to wind up at second with a leadoff double.
Your attention, please.
New pitcher set to toe the rubber here is Kevin Jepson will be the one getting the assignment. Prince Fielder will be the first one to greet him here, as he'll be doing so with the runner in scoring position and still nobody out. And some action in that Rays bullpen as the right-hander Grant Balfour is getting loose out there. Here's the 1-1 pitch. And this is hit hard on the ground to first. And he'll take this to the bag himself for the first out, but it's a productive one as the runner moves up to third.
We showed you his numbers a minute ago. Still early in the season to be worrying too much, but definitely off to a slow start. So he's going to need to string together a few good outings to lower that ERA a little bit.
One pitch on the way. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
Oh, with every pitch it misses, he just keeps digging himself a deeper and deeper hole.
2-1. A little too tall that time. 3-1 now. Now, how important is it going to be for this guy to throw that curveball for strikes?
I don't know that he necessarily needs to ever throw it for a strike. I mean, if it's around the plate and he's getting guys to go after it, it's doing its job. But if he starts to get too high or too far outside, then it's just an easy take.
Now here's a comebacker back to the mound. He'll send it on over to first, and a big out there as that keeps the runner anchored at third with 2 away now.
Oh, my goodness. Right back to the pitcher, and the runner's lucky that he didn't get caught wandering off of third base there, or maybe even going on contact. That turns out to be a big second out.
Here's the 2-2 home. Late on the fastball there as this one skied out toward right. Kiermaier is there, and he puts this one away for the third out. So a great job there of working out a potential trouble. 1 left for Texas. They hold a 7-4 lead. James Loney will get another shot now. 2 for 3 in the game. Now the 3-2 pitch. And he reaches out for one and may have chased it as this is skied into the air to straightaway center. Martin able to take it in for the first down.
The left fielder, number 7, David DeJesus.
David DeJesus will get another crack. 1 for 3 thus far. Here's the 1-1. Changes up on him, but that's in the dirt for a ball. Ready on 2-1. And this is fouled back and out of play. 4 runs, 7 hits, and no errors for Tampa Bay so far. Here comes a 2-2. And this one will be out of play off to the left. And now the Ranger bullpen swings into action. A lefty and a right-hander are throwing down there. And this pitch is swung on by DeJesus and hit on the ground to second. Throw on to Fielder for out number 2. Evan Longoria will stand in now. He's been kept quiet out of the number 3 hole, hitless in his 3 at-bats so far. Here's the 1-2. Now a fastball swung on and missed, and that is out number 3. Down in order go the Rays. They're on the short end of a 7-4 score. Nate Scherholz will get us going now in the top half of the 8th. Here's the 1-1 pitch. And they'll come back with one in the dirt as the count moves to 2-1 now. And this is something we've seen a lot from him recently. He's worked his way into another good hitter's count.
Yeah, it's not unrelated either. When you're going good at the plate, usually means you're being selective and you're not getting yourself out. And when that happens, you'll find yourself in these kind of counts.
And the key to this is that he's running hard out of the batter's box all the way. You know, with some guys, it's not always the case, but he is really busting it down the line, and he's going to get rewarded with the infield hit.
Carlos Corporan will dig in. He singled and later scored his last time. Comes set, now the pitch. Now he runs up and gets this one down. And the throw will come to first, so the sacrifice works as planned.
Well, I think this is going to wind up working pretty much like a sacrifice, but I don't think that's what he had in mind. This wasn't a show early and make sure you get it down kind of a bunt. He was trying to beat that one out, but a good throw is going to take care of him.
Rougned Odor will stand in 0 for 2 thus far. Hits are even at 7 apiece. The 3-1 coming. Line drive, base hit left field. And the runner from second will stay put at third, so they're runners at the corners now with 1 away.
And this has been the bottom third of the order getting on base. They're the ones creating the scoring opportunity. Now it's going to be up to the top of the lineup to make sure it wasn't in vain.
Grant Balfour will come on and try to get out of this mess here as there are 2 on with only 1 away. Leonis Martinez will be the first to greet him here as he'll do so with runners at the corners and only 1 out. Here comes the 1-1. And he pumps the fastball by him here. 1-2 now. A look here at the hits per side here in the late going. Now the 1-2. Here's a swing and a ground ball, but this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2. Throw over to first, and he has to dive, but he's back in easily. The big pitch here, 1-2. Pitch is a ball. And here's the tag, and he is dead in the water trying to steal home there. That didn't work. 7 runs, 8 hits, and no errors in the contest for the Rangers so far. Now the 2-2 pitch. And he'll try to hold up in time, but to no avail as he went around, and the inning is over. Rangers leave 1. They hold a 7-4 lead. Kevin Kiermaier will get another shot now, 2 for 3 in the game. Here's the 1-1. Sticking with the soft stuff here as this misses. It's 2-1.
And for all the pitches he's thrown, only 1 walk so far. That's a little bit surprising.
Now a ball fouled down the right field line out of play, so that'll move the count to 2-2 now. The 2-2. Out in front as he lifts a fly ball out toward right field. Under it now is Chu, and he'll put it away for the first out. Asdrubal Cabrera will get another crack, 1 for 3 thus far. The 2-1. Fouled back. Two-two pitch on the way. And this misses, so that'll fill the count at 3-2. Rene Rivera waits on deck. 3-2, here it is. Now here's a ball hit sharply toward the right side. And oh, a bad hop there as it's over his head at first. Now Cabrera rounds second. He's going to try for 3. And the relay throw is right by him at third base.
Well, this ball was hit pretty hard, and as you can see, probably not the best route to the ball out there in right field. And those extra few seconds are all he needed to decide to go for 3, and he's in there with an easy triple.
Rene Rivera will stand in here. 0 for 2 with a run scored so far. Ready now on 1-1. And not a real good cut at that slider, and he's behind 1-2. So 1-2 with 1 away. Look out. That one almost got away from him. 2-2 now. Looked like he was giving him the evil eye down there, and I can't say I blame him.
Yeah, well, he's already been plunked once, and I don't think he's going to stand for too much more of that.
You know, it seems like every time we check these out in show motion, it always looks like the bat breaks the plane. Look here, sure enough, I don't think he holds up in time. It looked to me like that was the right call.
Into the box, Steven Souza. And this is taken here for ball 4. Just the second walk he's allowed into his 8th inning of work. Juan Francisco will come on to pinch hit here in a big spot. Ranger skipper is up off his seat in the dugout now to make the walk to the mound. And that's going to be all for the starter, Colby Lewis. So with a lefty waiting, they'll go to a lefty of their own out of the bullpen here. And he misses ball 4. So he comes out of the bullpen and immediately walks the first man he faces. Bobby Wilson will stand in now in what could be a real make-or-break situation.
You think at this point you have to get something out of this inning. The further you get into that bullpen, the tougher it's going to be to claw back from this deficit.
And a front foot curveball here that misses down and in for ball 2. The 2-1 home. This could be trouble now. It's 3-1.
Now the pressure will really start to mount out there. That strike zone's going to feel like it's the size of a soup can.
Martin is there as he makes the catch, and they'll tightrope out of danger as he strands the bases loaded. Rays leave them loaded. They're on the short end of a 7-4 score. Logan Forsythe will come on defensively now as he takes over at second.
Playing second base, number 11.
Elvis Andrews will get us started as they look for a little insurance here in the top of the 9th. The 1-1 home. Late on the fastball there as this one skied out toward right. And the leadoff man retired here to kick off the 9th.
If you're going to go the other way with a pitch, you've got to be committed to it. You can't just have a lazy swing and pop the ball out to right field. That's not going to do you any good.
In now, Adrian Beltre. Outside, 2-1.
And think about it, in game 1 of this series, they've already had to go deep into their bullpen. This could affect them for the rest of the weekend.
And this is hit well towards the hole. Oh, there is Cabrera. Throw gets him at first, and that was a magnificent play.
On a ball hit like that, if you're the pitcher, you're thinking, oh, base hit. But not this time. What tremendous defense out there. Great diving stop, makes the play and gets the out, and the pitcher acknowledges it, and he's happy about it.
Prince Fielder will stand in. He homered back in the 5th inning of this one. Payoff pitch coming. And he struck him out. So a good pitch there, and now they're going to need to string some hits together in this last at-bat if they want to get back in this thing. Nothing across here this half of the inning. Nothing more in the Texas half of the 9th. Last chance for the Rays. They're down 3. It's 7-4. James Loney will stand in. He flew out his last time up. Tanner Sheppers will come in and pitch now.
For the Dodgers, number 52.
James Loney will try again. 2 for 4 in the ballgame. Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. Swing and a miss as he pulled the string on him. 1-2.
Wow, what a good time to take something off of that pitch, and they had him fooled pretty good on that one.
The 1-2. The 1-2 is a breaking ball. They can't find the zone, and it's even at 2. Pitch on the way. Good fastball hit out toward Ludwig in left. And he puts it away for the first out.
Well, you know, he had the right idea up there, so at least you know he's thinking. He tried to go the other way with this ball, but he got under it just a little bit, and it's an easy play out there in left field.
David DeJesus will stand in, needing to do something here to get on base as they're down to their final 2 outs. The 3-0 pitch. Ball 4.
And you'd like to say, good job there, good eye. But in reality, nobody's swinging at that pitch. It's not even close.
So a runner at first now with one away. And standing in here is the very dangerous third baseman, Evan Longoria. And he takes ball 2, and it's 2-1. And treading carefully with Longoria here, it's 3-1 now. In danger now of a second walk out of the bullpen.
Not exactly providing relief. He's got to find it here somehow.
The second for one. On to first, and he rolls a double play ball to end it here as this ball game is over.
Yep, and one last double play here to end it. And that puts the capper on a good win for these guys, and they really played well.
Well, a pretty good offensive show of force in this one. Probably at least a couple of players deserving. But, gentlemen, let's go ahead and give this man the nod as our top player of the game.
And I think, all things considered, this was really a team victory. But out of everybody, I agree. He made the biggest impact out there.
4 runs on 8 hits. No errors. They left 11 men on base. The winning pitcher is Colby Lewis. His record is now 2-3.
Inside the Show with Justin Allegri.
Happy Friday, baseball fans. Before the weekend series get underway, here are the highlights from Thursday's action. Starting out west in the American League, the Rangers paid visit to the Trop to do battle with the Rays, and the Rangers came away with the win. The final was 7-4. Prince Fielder was a force at the plate, driving in 3 runs. He is among the American League leaders in home runs. Heading into today, the Rays are in 4th place in the AL East. They trail first by 4 games. The A's matched up against the Minnesota Twins at Target Field, and the A's were the winners, 6-0.
First pitch moments away in Tampa. It's the Rangers and the Rays. Next. Time for baseball under the Tropicana Field Dome in St. Pete. Tonight, the second of 4 between the Rangers and the Tampa Bay Rays. Leonis Martin will stand in now. He homered in the ballgame last night. Time to move ahead to the top of inning number 7. Shin-Soo Choo will lead it off here in the top of inning number 7. Here's the 1-1 pitch. And this is fouled back and out of play. Here comes a 1-2. Just a bit low. Tough call, but it's 2-2. Here's the 2-2 home. Started to go. They'll look for the appeal down to third and ring him up, says the third base umpire. He's gone.
Well, there it is. Hat trick, my friend. That's a 3rd strikeout of the game. You know, luckily, his guys are winning, so it kind of lessens the blow, but actually, not so much.
And action now in the Tampa Bay pen as it looks like a right-hander's begun to get loose. In now, Ryan Ludwig. Fouled back. 1-2 with one away. Tried to hold up there. Appeal down to first, and no swing. It's ball 2. Here's the 2-2 offering. And he strikes him out as well. So make it back-to-back punch-outs here to the first 2 men he faces out of the bullpen.
I'd say he's made a pretty good impression since coming on. 2 batters, 2 strikeouts to start the inning.
Here's the 1-1 pitch. Here's a shot out to the alley in right center, and they'll have a 2-out base runner. In fact, maybe good for extra bases. Around first, digging for 2 now, and he's not stopping. He wants 3. And the relay throw is right by him at third base.
Once this got by him out there, you wondered if this was going to be 2 or 3, but he's under a full head of steam, and he's into third with a triple.
Stepping in now, Carlos Corporan. And the payoff pitch is chopped foul at home plate, so we'll do it again. Still 3-2. The next 3-2. Oh, hit sharply as this is pulled into right. And a base hit, and that'll get the run in from third.
Well, if you want to point fingers at who's to blame for this disaster, you're going to need both hands. In the pitching, the batting, the defense, the execution. Just draw a line through this one. This one's been an absolute disaster.
Ernesto Frieri will come on now in a mop-up role as he'll just try and keep this deficit from growing any larger. Rougned Odor will try and keep things going now with the runner at first following the RBI single. Three-two, here it comes. Inside as he nearly got him, and it's ball 4.
Center fielder, number 2.
Leonis Martin will get his shot now with 2 on and 2 out here in inning number 7. The 3-1 coming. Late swing and a ball line fouled into the seats past the third base dugout. Now the 3-2 pitch. And a big strikeout there as they'll leave a couple of runners on base, and after a good start to the inning, they can't capitalize any further. Rangers will have to be content with just the 1. It is stretch time here in Tampa. We'll stretch with them. The Rangers lead it 10-2. Steven Souza will stand in, 0 for 2 thus far. Now the 3-1. 3-2. A pretty dangerous spot for that one.
I don't think it was by design. It's one thing to miss your spots out of the zone, but when you miss in the zone, especially up, that's when you tend to get hurt.
On to first, and it's dropped. As Drupal Cabrera will stride in, popped out and singled in his 2 trips. Now Cabrera awaits the 2-2. Swing and a ground ball towards the hole. To second for one. Back to first, and that'll take care of Cabrera. It's a double play.
Well, that's how you pick up your defense right there. We let the leadoff man get on in an error. No big deal. I got this. He gets the double play ball on the next guy, and everything is forgotten. And now we start over.
Alexi Casilla will stand in. Sacrifice bunt his last time. Some action out in the bullpen. Couple of right-handers starting to loosen up. And he'll offer it the 2-1 and send it in the air out to right. Chu is under it, and he makes the catch for out number 3. We'll get a look at the speedy Elvis Andrus when we join you next. It's the Rangers 10, the Rays 2. And there indeed is Elvis Andrus. He'll lead things off as they look to perhaps build on an already sizable lead. Here it comes now to Andrus. Pretty well hit deep down the line in right, but that's back into the seats. Foul. Here's the 1-2. And he lays off the fastball away, so it's 2-2 now. 2-2 pitch on the way. This one sinks low and a touch outside. It's a full count, 3-2. In danger now of a second walk out of the bullpen.
Not exactly providing relief. He's got to find it here somehow.
Full count pitch on its way. Late on the fastball there as this one skied out toward right. And the 8th inning begins with a flyout. Quickly one away.
We showed you his numbers a minute ago. It's still early in the season to be worrying too much, but he's definitely off to a slow start. So he's going to need to string together a few good outings to lower that ERA a little bit.
Now the 0-2 to Beltre. And a swing and a miss as they caught him reaching that time, and there are 2 away. Kyle Blanks would get another shot. Struck out swinging his last time.
Kyle Blanks.
Pitch on the way. And he struck him out. And there's the hat trick, and that's his 3rd strikeout of the ballgame. Rangers set down in order, and the lead stays at 8. It's 10-2. James Loney will stand in to start out their half of the 8th with that starter still out there, and he's definitely been a tough nut to crack.
No, he's been dominant all game long, and I think part of it is that he got himself a nice lead early on, and that's allowed him to not really worry about making a mistake. He's been free and easy the whole way through.
Swinging a high pop-up straight back, though it looks as though he'll have room back there. And he'll indeed make the play in foul territory for the first out. So yet another strong outing for him tonight as we show you the league leaders in ERA. And as you see, he's right up there among league leaders in that department. Evan Longoria will stand in. Base on balls his last time. 3-1 on the way. Fastball is taken for a strike, and he runs it full 3-2.
And even though he's pitching well, this is a part of the order that he's really got to worry about. Now, they can turn a good outing into a bad one pretty darn quickly.
Now a ball hit foul off to the right and up into the crowd. Payoff pitch coming. Swing and a miss on the changeup, and there are 2 gone. Kevin Kiermaier will stand in now with 2 away, needing to really get something started here.
And their chances of getting back into this ball game are growing dimmer by the batter.
Here comes a 2-2. Not where he wanted that fastball to be, and it's 3-2 now.
Yeah, and that's not the pitch you want to throw on 2-2. That was so high, he didn't even have to think about swinging there.
Fouled toward the third base dugout, but this will get back into the seats, out of play. 3-2, here it is. Checked his swing there, and did he go? No, he did not, says the third base umpire, so it's ball 4.
And there you get a look at his pitch count. You can see he's over the 100 pitch mark right now. So some of those mistakes are going to start to get magnified late in this ball game. You can bet they're keeping close tabs on him in that dugout.
Now the 1-2. Here's a swing and a ball hit into the air to left center and shallow. And nobody can get there in time. Base hit. Logan Forsythe will stand in for the 4th time now. Still looking for his first hit of the ball game.
And he's not the only one either. This has been a great pitching performance so far, and they've had these guys chasing their tails all game long.
And he will make the catch just shy of the track, and the inning is over. Rays strand a pair, and the lead stays at 8. It's 10-2. Shin-Soo Choo will stand in now to lead things off, and he'll do so with the same pitcher still out there. Seems he's earned himself another inning.
I think that's a definite vote of confidence, but he's done a nice job since coming in, so you might as well ride that hot hand.
Now here's the pitch. And a swing as he pulls this one into right. Oh, and this deflects right off him. And now they've got him caught in a rundown. And he is back safely at first, and that was almost trouble. So unfortunately, he'll be forced to leave the game here with an apparent head injury. And we're hoping, of course, it's nothing too serious, but it's usually not good when it's above the neck. David DeJesus is on now as he'll take over in right field following the injury.
David DeJesus.
Ryan Ludwig will try again. 2 for 4 in the ball game. From the belt, kicks and deals. And there's a big swing and a miss from Ludwig as he becomes the first out of the inning.
Oh, that's a sweet pitch right there. You know, on the mound, there's very few things that can happen negatively with this location. I mean, you're either going to swing and miss, you foul it off, or you hit it into the ground where it becomes a double play. But I'm sure on the mound, you'll take the strikeout.
The 1-2. Fastball, strike 3 called as he couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away. Carlos Corcoran will dig in again. He singled home a run his last time. The right-hander deals on 1 and 2. This is popped up, and that may need to dodge the catwalks. It's way up there, but this will wind up being a foul ball. Again, a 1-2. And there's strike 3, so we'll see now if they can manage to hold on to this huge lead as the side is retired. 1 left for Texas, and the lead stays at 8. It's 10-2. Rene Rivera will stand in now to begin their half of the 9th in a game that was decided long, long ago.
Yeah, this is mop-up time out there right now, but hey, these at-bats still count against your batting average, so you can't go up there and just mail it in. You've got to see this through right to the end of the game.
Rene Rivera will lead things off here in the 9th in what's been a truly forgettable ball game for this home 9, and not a very inspiring performance either.
And I guess the kicker for me is the way that these guys are responding. It's one thing to go out and get clobbered. It happens, but when you get guys going through the motions, not running out ground balls, not backing up, that's where I take issue.
Chu is there, and that's not the start to the bottom of the 9th this crowd was hoping for. 1 away.
And right here, you've got the right fielder shading just a bit towards the alley. And I thought he'd have too far to go to get this ball, but he does close quickly out there, and he makes the play near the line.
Into the box now, Steven Souza. Oh, this is hit high and deep out to left. Into the seats, and it's gone. Solo shot here to left. 6th home run on the season for him, but they still face a 7-run deficit.
Well, this at least is a way to make some kind of positive out of what's been a really difficult evening so far. I don't think this will make much of a difference in the final result, but at least it shows you that they're out there playing hard and not laying down.
As Drupal Cabrera stand in to keep things going, and I don't know, Steve, is the comeback on?
Well, at the very least, I like that they're showing some character out there. You never want to go down without a fight, so they're going to make these final at-bats count.
Here's the 1-1. And a good spot for that pitch is it's chopped foul. Here comes the 1-2. And he gets a piece here as this ball is fouled away. He'll try again, 1-2. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
Ooh, there's a tough one to take right there on a 1-2 pitch, especially after fighting off so many pitches leading up to that one.
He takes strike 3 called on the fastball. Couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away.
Well, some guys use the fastball to get to 2 strikes and then use something else to get you out. Not this guy. He works backwards here and winds up getting them with back-to-back fastballs in the end.
Into the box, Alexi Casilla. Swinging a high chopper. Up with it is Beltre. Throw will be in time to get him at first base, and the Rangers have taken the first 2 games of this series on the road as this one is over.
Well, another great victory for these guys on the road. They've come in and taken the first 2 ball games here, so they're guaranteed of no less than a split in this 4-game series.
Well, this one pretty much over before it started as we give you a final look at the line score here in what turned out to be a blowout victory. And a very good performance offensively for this bunch, but out of everyone, I think we should single out this fellow right here as our top player of the game.
Yeah, he came through with a couple of hits, but more importantly, that big home run, which really led his guys to this victory.
They left 10 men on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 36 minutes.
Inside the Show with Justin Allegri.
Happy Saturday morning to you. Here's the news and results from Friday. Starting out west in the American League, the Texas Rangers were in St. Pete to take on the Tampa Bay Rays, and the Rangers blew away the opposition. The final score was 10-3. The Houston Astros visited Angels Stadium in Anaheim to take on the Halos.
Counting down to first pitch tonight in Tampa. It's the Rangers and the Rays. Next. Time for baseball under the Tropicana Field Dome in St. Pete. Tonight it's Game 3 of this 4-game set between the Rangers and the Tampa Bay Rays. With that, we say hello again, everybody. Welcome to Rangers Baseball. Matt Vasgersian here with play-by-play. Along with me are Eric Karros and Steve Lyons. And EK, let's take a quick look back at what's transpired over the first 2 games in this 4-game set.
Yeah, it's been a great start to the series on the road. You see there, these guys have come in and taken the first 2 games of this 4-game set. They're playing with a lot of confidence right now.
Time to move ahead to the top of inning number 7. Ready now on 1-1. Here's the ball hit pretty well and carrying to deep right. Geyer is there and he makes the catch for the out.
And for you at home, all I'm going to do is direct your attention to the hits column right there. It is what it is here in the 7th inning.
Some action out in the bullpen. Couple of right-handers starting to loosen up. Here's Archer on 1-2. And a fastball in the dirt that's taken for a ball.
And even though he's pitching well, this is a part of the order that he's really got to worry about. They can turn a good outing into a bad one pretty darn quickly.
Line hard into left. And this will be taken in without much trouble. It's an easy start to the 7th. 2 gone.
You know, there's a lot of pressure on the defense to make a play in a game like this. Everything's magnified at this point, so that's a really good job to stay with this ball and make the play.
The 1-1. Swinging a ball hit on the ground, but a foul ball. 1-2 now. Here's the pitch. And this is going to find the crowd down the left field line. Count holds at 1-2. Here's another 1-2. Out in front a bit as this is pulled down the line to first. On to first with it is Loney, and the inning is over. Rangers set down in order. Still down 3-0. Rene Rivera will step in now to lead off the home half of the 7th. Now here's the pitch. And they'll try to tempt him with a curveball, but this bounces in front of the plate, and it's 1-2. Now here it comes. And a slider just about gets away from him there as it runs in a bit too close for comfort. Here comes a 2-2. And this will miss down low in the dirt, so he's worked it full now at 3-2.
Well, it looked like he had things in control to start him out. You know, now he's running from 0-2 to 3-2, and that last one wasn't even close.
The payoff pitch one more time. And he just manages to stay alive here as he fights this one foul. The next 3-2. Swing and a shot toward right center. But this will not elude the right fielder's grasp as he ranges over to handle it for the first out.
This is qualified for a quality start so far. 6 1/3 innings pitched, 3 runs allowed. Now, just needs a little help from the bats.
Steven Souza will stand in now. He flew out in his first time around and then was a strikeout victim last time. Sets the 2-2 pitch. And this is hit hard on the ground to first. And he'll take this to the bag himself, and there are 2 away now.
You could look back at this outing and say there's really only 1 or 2 pitches that he'd like to have back, and it would be a totally different ballgame.
Here's the 2-1 pitch. He's fallen behind now, 3-1. And with 2 away here, this is not the time to lose the strike zone.
Especially not to a number 9 hitter. The last thing you want to do is turn this lineup over and give these guys...
And sorry to interrupt, but the play has been made for the 3rd out. Inning over. Shin-Soo Choo will lead things off after the break. We'll look ahead to inning number 8 now. The Rays are out in front, 3-0. Shin-Soo Choo will stand in to start out their half of the 8th with that starter still out there, and he's definitely been a tough nut to crack.
No, he's been dominant all game long, and I think part of it is that he got himself a nice lead early on. That's allowed him to not really worry about making a mistake. He's been free and easy the whole way through.
Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. Here's a swing and a ground ball. Here's the 3-2 pitch. And And the payoff pitch is chopped foul at home plate, so we'll do it again. Still 3-2. The 3-2 one more time. And he struck him out for the first out of the inning, but perhaps more importantly, he's 5 outs away now. Kyle Blanks will stand in, and he, like so many others, hitless in the ballgame so far. Swing and a ball hit softly on the ground, but this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2. Again, a 1-2. Got him. 4 outs away from his date with history. Nate Scherholz will stand in now with 2 away, needing to really get something started here.
And their chances of getting back into this ball game are growing dimmer by the batter.
Goes the other way as this is line to left. And that's in there. And there goes the no-hitter. The throw into second. Not in time, and he's in there with a double. So close. But with one swing of the bat, the no-hit bid ends here with 2 out in the 8th. Still a remarkable pitching performance nonetheless. Carlos Corporan will stand in, and Steve, with the no-hitter gone now, he's got to remind himself he's still got work to do out there.
Yeah, he sure does. This game is not over by any means. You've got to take any no-hitter thoughts and put those out of your...
And we'll have to leave it there as the play is made here to end the inning. Danger averted following the 2-out double. Back with more on this fine Saturday night following this. Alexi Casilla will stand in, and they've done a good job keeping him off base at the top of the lineup. He's 0 for 3 thus far. Now here's a ground ball that'll get by the mound and into center field for a leadoff single. James Loney will dig in. He homered back in inning number 3. Now the 1-1 pitch. Runner goes. Pitch inside. The throw. The throw pulls him off the bag. 3 runs, 5 hits, and no errors for Tampa Bay so far. Offers it that one a little late, and it's 2-2 now. Figure we'll probably see a heavy dose of that sinker here tonight.
It's really a pitch you'll lean on it, especially when he needs that ground ball, but even in situations like this where he's just trying to get ahead.
And they tie him up in proverbial knots there as he swings and misses for the first out of the inning.
It's starting to look like he's not going to get a victory here, but still, a lot of positives to take away from this outing is you see his numbers right there. More often than not, you put together a line like that, you're going to come away with a W.
And a sinker dips too low there. Into the dirt, in fact. Won't commit on the slider. Good patience, and it's full 3-2.
And that's the right spot for that slider. Really try hard to tie him up inside. And that's a good job to lay off, too.
Only play will be to the pitcher covering, and the runner will advance to third now. A couple of good pitching performances by both clubs here. 3-0 our score as you get a look there at the inning-by-inning recap through the first 7 and change. Brandon Geyer will step in now in a big spot here in a game as close as this one.
And a chance at redemption, too, because he hasn't done much through his first 3 plate appearances, but he could make up for all of that.
And we'll have to leave it there as the play is made here to end the inning. 1 left for Tampa, but they're on top by a count of 3-0. Jurickson Profar will stand in, needing to get things started here in the top of the 9th. And that's swung on and fouled straight back. The 1-2. And look out. He has to back away there and then give a little glare out to the mound. It's ball 2.
Yeah, he's not trying to hit him, I don't think, but sometimes you need to keep guys honest up there. I think that's all he was trying to do there.
And not the start they were hoping for as the leadoff man is kept off base to start the 9th. Leonis Martinez will stand in, needing to do something here to get on base as they're down to their final 2 outs. And he punches out another one, make it 9 for the ball game.
He continues to plow right through these guys. My man's working on a one-hit shutout.
Adam Rosales will stand in now as their last shot here with 2 away in the ninth.
Yeah, just one final hurdle here before he finishes off the shutout.
Outside and low that time. Now it's 2 balls and 2 strikes. And this crowd wasn't all that big, but they've stuck around to the final out. And a bouncing ball, foul. Now another 2-2. Swing and a liner. Foul. The 2-2 one more time. Good eye to lay off the slider there, and he works it to full 3-2 here.
This is the last thing you want this deep into your outing. Every pitch here just makes it more and more likely that this becomes his last inning.
And he'll check his swing here. Did he go around? Yes, and the ball game is over.
Boy, what a performance of pitching that we just saw. He was so close to putting his name into the record books, but he's going to have to settle for that complete game one-hitter.
This one, definitely a low-scoring affair as we get one last look at our final line score. And guys, you can't win if you can't score, so there's probably not a whole lot of debate about who'll take home top player of the game honors in this one.
Yeah, he definitely turned in the standout performance in this one. He finishes with an even 10 strikeouts, and he was instrumental in leading his guys to the victory.
For the Rangers, no runs, just 1 hit, no errors. They left 3 men on base. The winning pitcher is Jake Arrieta. His record is now 2-2. Credit to
Inside the Show with Justin Allegri.
Hello, baseball fans. Welcome to a Mother's Day edition of Inside the Show. There will be plenty of pink out on the diamonds today as players pay tribute to the fantastic moms in their lives. But before those games get kicked off, here's the latest news and results from Saturday. Starting in the AL West, Chris Archer was dominant throughout the game, tossing a complete game one-hitter for the win. Derek Holland was able to turn in a complete game performance while allowing only 3 earned, but still came away as the losing pitcher. He is among the leaders in complete games pitched in the AL. The Houston Astros matched up against the Angels in Anaheim, and it was the Astros who came out on top, the final 4-3. Jose Altuve collected 4 hits and led the charge offensively.
Counting down to the start of this one from Tampa. It's the Rangers and the Rays. Next. Day baseball coming your way here on a Sunday afternoon from Tropicana Field. Lots of pink in the stands and on the field for this Mother's Day matchup between the Rangers and the Tampa Bay Rays. Leonis Martin will stand in here, and like so many others, hitless in the shutout last night. Time to move ahead to the top of inning number 7. Nate Scherholz will lead it off here in the top of inning number 7. 3-2, here it is. On a good changeup, a swing and a miss, and he's set down on strikes for the second time today. A couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. Here comes a 1-2. And this will be fouled away. He'll try again, 1-2. And he just manages to stay alive here as he fights this one foul. Here's another 1-2. And good take that time on a low breaking ball. 2-2 now.
Keep in mind now, the longer this at-bat goes, the higher the likelihood that this becomes his last inning out there.
Swinging a ball hit hard on the ground at first. And he'll take this to the bag himself, and there are 2 away now. Jurickson Profar will stand in. Base on balls his last time. 2-2. He'll fight just to stay alive here as this is fouled away. Ready with another 2-2. And this ball is also hit foul and heading for the seats, so we'll have to do it again. Still 2-2. Sets the 2-2 pitch. And this is in the air down the left field line and into foul territory. DeJesus has to retreat to the track, but he has it to retire the side. Rangers set down in order. They trail it 4-1. As Drupal Cabrera will step in now to lead off the home half of the 7th. Here it comes. Swinging a ball hit softly on the ground, but this will wind up foul. Still 0-2. Now the Rangers get a reliever up and throwing in the bullpen as a right-hander's begun to warm up out there. And a good 2-strike swing here as he's been fighting off some tough pitches, but the count will remain at 0-2. Here comes another 0-2. Now he goes the other way, and he got a lot of it high and deep to left center field. But that'll hit off the wall in left center. Gone! A mistake on 0-2 gets punished, and it's a home run. So a solo shot here to left center field as they stretch the lead to 5-1.
Sooner or later, somebody was going to get him. That's just the first home run he's allowed out of the bullpen all season long. He's been lights out all year, but he got beat there.
Now time is called, and this might be to buy a little time for that reliever to get loose. In now, Nick Franklin. Swing and a miss on the fastball, and it's 1-2.
And sometimes you got to cut down a little stride against a guy who's throwing this hard. Either you take that leg kick completely out of the equation, or you get it started just a little bit quicker.
And they really bunch him up on that one as he swings and misses for the first out.
You want to talk about throwing a fastball in a guy's kitchen? He came in, sat down, had a cup of coffee with him. You aren't going to tie a guy up any better than that.
Into the box now, Desmond Jennings. Swing and a miss on the fastball that time, out number 2. James Loney will get another crack, 1 for 3 thus far. Hits are even right now at 5 aside. Here's the full count offering. Grounded fouled off to the left, so they'll do it again. Full count pitch on its way. Swung on and hit in the air out toward left. And Ludwig will make the catch, and that ends the inning. So 1 run on 1 base hit, the home run, no errors, and no one left. We'll look ahead to inning number 8 now. It's the Rays 5 and the Rangers 1. Leonis Martin will lead things off here for the Rangers, to be followed by Elvis Andrus on deck. And this is hit hard up the middle. And this is going to be through into center field for a base hit as the leadoff man's aboard in the 8th.
And they had to have that. This is the inning where a leadoff guy is critical. Now they've got a few options here with a speedy guy on first to start things out.
Here's the 3-2 pitch. Now a ball grounded to short. This could be 2. On to first, and how about that double play? Wow! Adrian Beltre will stand in now with 2 away, needing to really get something started here.
And their chances of getting back into this ball game are growing dimmer by the batter.
And this will be fouled away. The pitch. Swinging a ball hit on the ground, but a foul ball as it holds it 2-2. 2-2 pitch on the way. Fouled back. The 2-2 one more time. Hit high and deep out to left field. And that's off the left field wall. The tag, and they'll get him at second. And with that, the side is retired. When we come back, Evan Longoria will start things off. It's the Rays 5 and the Rangers 1. And here is Evan Longoria. He'll see what he can do leading off the home 8. Nick Tepish will come on in relief as he'll make his 2nd appearance of the season so far. Evan Longoria will get another crack, 1 for 3 thus far. The 2-1 home to Longoria. To 2-2 now. Here he comes on 2-2. And this misses, so that'll fill the count at 3-2. Some movement now in that Texas bullpen as a left-hander starts to get cranking down there. And a good bite to that slider as he swings through it for the first out of the inning.
Well, this was not one of the sharpest sliders he's going to throw. You see it flatten out a bit, just a 7-inch break, but it was in a good spot and he couldn't make contact.
Standing in now, Rene Rivera. Curveball, but he can't get him to chase it 1-2. Now, how important is it going to be for this guy to throw that curveball for strikes?
I don't know that he necessarily needs to ever throw it for a strike. I mean, if it's around the plate and he's getting guys to go after it, it's doing its job. But if he starts to get too high or too far outside, then it's just an easy take.
Here's another 2-2. And he strikes him out as well. So make it back-to-back punch-outs here to the first 2 men he faces out of the bullpen.
I'd say he's made a pretty good impression since coming on. 2 batters, 2 strikeouts to start the inning.
Here's the 1-1. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. And this is something we've seen a lot from him recently. He's worked his way into another good hitter's count.
Yeah, it's not unrelated either. When you're going good at the plate, you...
And sorry to interrupt, but the play has been made for the 3rd out. Inning over. Rays go in order, 1, 2, 3. They're up 5-1. Adam Rosales will stand in to lead off the inning. Middle third of the lineup, 4, 5, and 6 as they try to get something going.
And this whole lineup's been pretty quiet all game long. Just the one run, that's it.
Fastball hit on the ground is short. Throw on to first for the out, and that is how the ninth inning gets underway. Kyle Blanks will stand in, needing to do something here to get on base as they're down to their final 2 outs. Right on, but this is foul down toward the box at third. 1 out, nobody on. Here comes a 2-2. And a bouncing ball, foul. The 2-2 one more time. Oh, and he took a big swing at that one as this is driven out to deep left center field. And that ball gets down out near the wall and should be extra bases. And he's in there safely. He's got a double.
And after going hitless in last night's ball game, he's turned things around here. That's his second hit of the ball game, and he's in at second base with a well-hit double.
Now the Rays manager's going to take that slow walk out toward the mound, and he has signaled to the bullpen. That's going to be all for his starter, Alex Cobb. And this is swung on and missed that time by Ludwig as he stepped down. 2 away here. Nate Scherholz with the last chance now with 2 out here in the ninth. And this ball swung on and hit to center field, and this should do it. Jennings is there, makes the catch, and the ball game is over.
Yeah, and you know this home crowd is going to get to drive home happy as their guys come through with a very good win.
One more look at the final line score there to see the great pitching performance that led his guys to the victory. An entertaining game all in all, so if we have to choose one who stood out among all others, why not go with this man right here? He's our top player of the game.
Yeah, I think in the end this really could have been anybody's award, but what the heck, let's go ahead and give it to this guy. He's as deserving as anybody.
They left 9 runners on base. The winning pitcher is Jake Arrieta. His record is now 3-2.
Inside the Show with Justin Allegri.
Good morning, baseball fans. A great weekend of baseball has concluded, and we're set for a new week of games. But first, here's what happened around the league on Sunday. Starting in the AL West, the Texas Rangers were in St. Pete to take on the Tampa Bay Rays. The Rays came away with the win. The score was 5-1. Alex Cobb pitched into the 9th inning and collected the win on the mound. He only allowed 1 earned run. Right now, the Rays are in 4th place in the AL East, 5 games back. The Houston Astros took on the Angels in Southern California, and it